Good afternoon. I'm Steve Bowers.
And I'm Cassandra Fuller.
Here just in the nick of time. How are you doing?
I'm good. I had to just get my mic adjusted.
You know, as long as you're in the seat when 1 second's left,
That's right.
Everything is fine.
I'm in the seat. I'm good. How about you?
This is a special show. This is our 13th anniversary show.
It is. I can't believe it's been 13 years.
Started this in 2006 at the end of January.
Yes, we did.
And of course, we videotaped the first one, and Allison Alderson was our first co-host, and then Beth Parnell, and then you joined us in 2010.
In 10, right. July of 2010 is when I first started. So
we were approaching 9 years, and they said we couldn't work together 3 weeks.
That's right. We've shown them. We've lasted.
We haven't shared off the offset fights, but other than that. No, it's been a
what goes on during commercial breaks stays during commercial breaks. So.
Well, it has been a wonderful thing.
It has. We've met so many different people and so many more to come.
And we have more coming up today. We're going to be talking to Cherie Parker. A couple of things, of course, with Lifeline Blood Services, but also the 10th anniversary of her survival of cancer.
That's right.
And so we're going to get an update there. And Caitlin Roach will be with us, the Jackson Symphony. Everybody loves somebody. The Valentine's concert is coming up February the 15th. We'll get a preview of that. Plus,
Rita Mack is here, on two occasions. One, she is going to be representing the American Heart Association because she is the Go Red chair this year. So we'll be talking about Go Red for women. And don't get bitter about it because it's for women, but men can come. Talk about Go Red for Women, talk about National Go Red Day, a lot of red stuff going on. And then also we have Danny Beth Moffitt and Trey Lytle because Trinity is doing Bye Bye Birdie. So they're in the cast of characters and they're going to tell us about it.
All right, so we'll get a preview of that. Plus, we'll talk to Scott Might, who's going to be our key feature performer on this 13th anniversary show. We're delighted and honored that he is here.
And I think Rita's going to join him too,
and then
right?
Ted Austin is going to be with us as well. Is. And so we're glad to have all these folks here as we continue this Six in the City.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. How could you not love him?
The JEA app. With it, you may view the electric outage map, report electric outages, receive electric outage alerts, view your current account information in real time. You can even make a payment with one click. Name, account number, you're in. Convenient access with the free JEA app, keeping you connected with JEA today.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be earthquake next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Once again, as we talked about a moment ago, this is our 13th annual show.
That's right.
Launch of our 13th season. That's right. And so we're appreciative of this.
Now, we're going into our 14th. We finished 13.
Oh, is that what we've done?
That's why I'm asking you.
No, I think we're starting 13. We started in 2006.
You would celebrate your 13th.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
At the end of the year, wouldn't you? Yeah. Your first birthday is completion of your first year.
That's right. So we're starting our 14th year.
See? Okay. Thank you for that
thank you
clarification.
Very much, Cherie. I felt old enough before we started. Now I feel even older.
Well, thank you. I just wanted you to feel the love like we did.
That's right.
That's exactly. But hey, it's okay because we get cake.
Yeah, we're here. That's wonderful.
That is an important part of.
Well, Cherie Parker's with us, and of course she's here with Lifeline Blood Services for one aspect of this, and we'll get a personal story going as well. But it is Volunteer Blood Donor Month this month.
All over the country.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I don't know if anybody's seen our Facebook post. We've tried to get folks to share messages with the community about why they give blood, or just really to thank volunteer blood donors all over the country, and to encourage more people to give blood. And January is kind of a slow month anyhow. So back in 1969, believe it or not, President Nixon signed an official proclamation
to
for
encourage
Volunteer Blood Donor Month. So
wow.
blood centers all over do that, and we're just trying to.
Now, Lifeline has expanded its territory now, right?
Yes, we are.
Have hospitals in some areas of Middle Tennessee.
We do. We have in Waverly and Humphreys County. We do provide blood to that hospital there.
So there are how many hospitals now? Because we've closed
still,
some in West Tennessee.
19.
19?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's 19 hospitals and 8 air evac helicopter units that used to, years ago, science and medicine didn't really warrant or think it was important to carry blood and blood products on air evac flights, but they have since learned that it's a really good thing and that it can help save lives and help do that intervention with that early.
Lifeline Blood Service has a real unique history here. It goes back to Jack Smith and a bunch of other folks. That goes back how many years now?
71.
71 years.
Yeah, 1947.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
All right, so it has changed
we got to
so
get
much.
some more.
Just a
we got to
few
get
years
some
ago.
cake going over here in August.
Yeah,
We got to
We look for
celebrate that.
every reason to celebrate. Y'all
right.
should do the same.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
over
One thing that
70
happened
years.
in all of this was the importance of maintaining a local-based blood supply.
That's right.
And not having to import blood in from other sections of the country and everything else. Sometimes on crisis, that's done by blood centers, but all in all, it's been an extremely successful thing.
Well, only because of volunteers.
Volunteers.
Seriously,
Volunteers.
truly. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so there you go. So 183 Sterling Farms Drive, they're now open 6 days a week.
Yeah, 9 to 6, 6 days a week.
6 days a
Yeah.
week, and
And
so-
on January, you get this cool long sleeve, I might add.
Okay, it'll come in handy
T-shirt.
tomorrow.
Long sleeve T-shirts
Yeah,
are always
and it's
good.
my community, my responsibility.
Okay,
Give
yes,
blood.
give blood.
So, anyway.
And if somebody's never given blood before, they can actually go online and start the process, the
They
paperwork
can,
process.
They can go online and answer the questions beforehand, that kind of thing.
Kinda
It
speeds
saves them
up
a
the
little bit.
process.
Yeah, a little bit of time when you get to the center. Yeah.
Well, Cherie's with us. She has a very personal experience. 10 years ago to this day,
Yeah.
undergoing surgery, cancer detected, didn't know it was there.
Didn't know it was there. No, I went in for a routine exam with my gynecologist. You know, every woman does that or should do that, and they poke around on you and do a lot of different little things. And my doctor said, I feel something that's not quite right there. And, being the hypochondriac, overreacting person I am, I said, oh, what is it? He said, I don't know. We'll just do some tests. So anyway, long story short, after several tests, it was discovered I had a large tumor in my body cavity. And everybody goes, well, how if it was so large? How didn't you know it was there? Well, because the particular
defend myself.
the kind of cancer that I had was a liposarcoma non-metastasizing grade 1 tumor. And it was very slow growing, and it had just wrapped itself around and laid on some different organs and different things. It wrapped itself around my kidney, and it just weird. I had no idea. And anyway, it had like tentacles. So it was, and it was very... You got a cavity
How long
in there
was
that
this
holds.
surgery then?
The surgery took it couldn't be done here. That had to be done in Memphis. But my doctor here found it, Dr. Keith Williams, and so all these doctors, kind of like blood banks, they all work together. If we can't fix you here, we're gonna find somebody to help you. And so. The surgery was 4 hours, and I knew that my general surgeon, Joseph Santoso with the West Clinic, I knew he was my main guy in there. But y'all, honestly, I didn't know how many people were working on me in there until I got my bills. There was a thoracic surgeon, a heart surgeon,
Well, you're still
GI.
here. Yeah.
I'm here, and you know what else?
4 pints of blood at least.
4 pints of blood.
4 pints of
And
blood.
had it not been for the volunteers that
That's
donated
right.
blood, you might
So,
not be here.
So there you go.
To God be the glory, but God uses people, and y'all, I should know that He uses blood donors because I received that blood. So, anywho, you just thought I was talking about it all the time, but now I know from personal experience.
We're
So I'm
glad
very
you're here.
thankful.
You're living it.
Very
We're glad
thankful.
you're here.
We are
Thank
glad you're here.
everybody who
Glad
gives
you're-
blood.
Thanks to everybody that's made this possible over the
That's
last
right.
71 years. It's good to see you.
Yes,
Good to have
thank
you,
you
Sheree.
guys.
We're going to be back with more as we continue 6 in the City.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on E+ broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
A Dog's Way Home is the story of the extraordinary lengths a dog will go to in order to get back to their family. Every year, millions of dogs and cats end up in shelters and rescue groups. We found our Bella at a shelter in Tennessee When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover they're all pure love. Adopt pure love and help a shelter pet find their way home at theshelterpetproject.org.
With E+ broadband and Watch TV Everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for E+ broadband's TV Everywhere.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Caitlin Roach is with us, and she is with the Jackson Symphony. And we're delighted she's with us. And we have a concert to talk about coming up February the 16th. But before we get there, we want to say a big thanks and salute to the Symphony League and all the hardworking folks that are part of the Symphony League.
Just wrapped up the Crystal Ball.
For the Crystal Ball.
We did. The Crystal Ball was this last Saturday. It was a sold-out event, and honestly, I left at midnight, and there were still people on the dance floor. Yeah, so it was a big time.
It was a wonderful
good event.
So big salute to the Symphony League.
Yes.
And they work very, very hard and raise thousands of dollars for the Symphony every year.
They do. This is their biggest fundraiser. They do several, but the Crystal Ball is the biggest.
So put it on your calendar for January of next year.
Yes, last Saturday of the month.
Last Saturday of the month, and it's a wonderful thing. Now, we have a concert coming up, and it will be the Valentine's concert, I guess, in a sense. Everybody Loves Somebody is coming up February the 16th, which will be a Saturday night, starting at
7:30 here at the Civic Center. Okay. You can get your tickets online at thejacksonsymphony.org, or you can call the office. You can buy them at the door. If you're going to do table seating, you need to do that in advance. We've got a few tables of each size left. Okay. And then if you're going to do general admission, 35, seniors and students is $20. Those are both available at the door if needed.
427-6440 is the number at the Symphony office. Or you can go to thejacksonsymphony.org on the web. What do you know about this concert?
Well, we're excited to have Jeremy Davis and the fabulous Equinox Orchestra back with us. Okay. They were here, I believe, in 2015. They're coming back to do Frank Sinatra, big band style music. Okay. So be a nod out there for a good date night for all the couples. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so that'll be very, very nice. All right, that's coming up. So that is February the 16th. So put that in your plans for Valentine's week. That'll be that Saturday night, the 16th.
Or get a good group of friends together, get a table, and have a good time. Mm-hmm.
Have them bring the food.
Just bring the money for the food, right?
You can do it any way you'd like. It's always great fun. Now, there's another event. The invitations are going out soon.
Yes, we are having a fundraiser on March 16th at the home of Carl and Alice Kirkland. It's called A Night at the Grand. We're going to have a sneak peek at our soloist for our season opener for next year, and I've seen video footage. She is phenomenal. Okay. So I'm really excited to get to see that in person, and we really want everybody to come out for that.
And the season starts when?
The season will open in September. We're announcing it in April. So this is a nice little teaser.
So
to get you ready
so the tickets will go on sale in April then for the next season?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so be looking for those.
Just be watching at the Jackson.
So there'll be how many concerts are done a year now?
Well, this next season there's going to be 4 pops, 3 classical, 4 chamber, and the Starlight Symphony.
Starlight Symphony, okay, so the chamber concerts are usually on Sundays after the symphony.
Yes, and that's another thing I'd like to mention. Okay. The Chambers event that's going to be after this Pops concert on the 17th is going to move to Lane College. We're going to, instead of being at St. Luke's, we're going to be there at Lane. We're really excited about it. It's a great venue.
Some African-American composers, symphonic composers, and their work will be featured, and so that'll be a special day. And that's going to be at the auditorium there at Lane. Right, okay, well, so pick up tickets for that same way, right? They're how much?
They are $25.
$25.
All right, so 427-6440 or the Jackson Symphony. This is new work for you. How's this going?
It's going so well. All the patrons are wonderful, welcoming. The board, it's been wonderful. It's a great group to be a part of because the importance of the arts can't be said enough. And in Jackson in particular, it's just a great group.
You just jumped in and went full force, didn't you? There was no stopping, right?
No, I'm going to breathe. Maybe by the summer, but hey, our Christmas Pops was the largest concert we've ever had. So it was definitely a good time to jump in, as you she said.
Yeah.
And then so I'm like, it'll be easy. Gotta be easy, right?
Yeah,
You
it's got to be all downhill
right?
from here.
That's what they do. Well, on a roll right now, so Caitlin Roach, she'll be coming to see you if she hasn't already.
That's right. Needless to say, you won't be bored.
So,
There's so much going on. So
And the sponsorships and everything else are open with the symphony. So
That's
and
right.
the next season starts in September.
That's right.
Tickets going to sell in April, so we look forward
Just
to that.
watch
February the
That's
16th,
right.
everybody loves somebody.
Everybody loves somebody.
Rat Pack Night. All right, here we go. That'll be great. We're delighted to have Scott Myatt with us. It's our 13th anniversary, and he's been with us, many, many times.
Many of those 13 years.
We start talking about somebody to share the talent on this special day, and we said, well, Scott Myatt is the person. We're going back to the main stage, and this is Scott Myatt.
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. You're lovely with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. With each word your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. You're lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you and the way you look tonight. With each word your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. You're lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you and the way you look tonight. Tonight.
Where is the American spirit? It's right here, in the people of West Tennessee. Every day, people walk through these doors to selflessly help others, to give without expecting anything in return. So where is the American spirit? It's right here, in the people of Lifeline, our community's blood bank, where we all come together to help each other, and the American spirit thrives.
Ask what you can do for your country.
JA's Customer Center on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive now has a drive-through payment kiosk. No more getting out of the car, waiting in teller lines to pay your utility bill. The separate entrance allows for easy access, and the covered kiosk and step-by-step screen prompts guide you through the payment process. Cash, check, credit, or debit card. Credit to your account is immediate. A printed confirmation receipt is provided. Another step in service to customers, all a part of JA Today.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out?
Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back to the 13th anniversary show of Six in the City.
I was gonna, kind of fancy up today, but it's just too cold outside, so I didn't. I wore my warm stuff.
Could be worse. We could be doing the show in Chicago.
Oh,
So-
let's don't say that.
Wow, isn't it amazing?
That's crazy.
It's just an amazing thing, and so and take care of yourself.
That's right.
Pets
Be
and everything
careful.
else, and wrap pipes and all that other
That's
good
right,
stuff. It's gonna be
right.
a night
Leave
to
your
do it,
faucets dripping, open
We're
up
going
the
to some
cabinet
very cold
doors.
temperatures. It's extended for a while. Rita McCaslin is with us, and she'll be back with us later. We're going to talk about music and performing and all these other things, and she's been a frequent guest of ours as well in these 13 years. Always a delight to see her, but she's here because she's assumed a new position this year, and that is the chair of the Go Red campaign.
That's right. In
Okay.
Jackson, anyway. The Go Red for Women.
Go Red for Women campaign in Jackson, Tennessee. So it's good
It's
to have
not
you
the
with
whole
us.
thing, it's just
Jackson's Go Red campaign.
It's West Tennessee, I guess.
West- oh,
That's
West
true,
Tennessee
West
Go Red,
Tennessee.
right.
We're going to
That's
go
right.
with West Tennessee.
All
So
right.
it's more,
Makes
it's
it-
all
makes it look bigger,
encompassing.
right?
That's right.
We're going to
that's
start
right.
this Friday.
We are. Friday,
which is February the
1st.
Sorry, February the
And
1st, kicking off the
that's
month.
not just West Tennessee.
No,
that's National Go Red, or Wear Red.
Or Wear Red, yes.
Yeah, National Wear Red. Wear Red. That's hard to
First,
say.
it is. The first Friday of every February is National Wear Red Day,
That's
and
right.
that is to support women's heart health. So
Okay.
men and women
And
are
you have,
encouraged
you have a
to
pair of
wear
red.
red.
He's got a pair of red shoes. I know. So he
Yeah.
needs to wear his red shoes.
Red
And
shoes Friday?
would
See,
be
Friday's
great.
casual day, so he can do that.
Yes.
It's not a big.
Okay.
I expect to see you in red Friday.
Friday,
When
okay.
he shows up
I've
with his
got a
red
touch-
shoes
a
on,
little
I'll
bit of
take a
red in this
picture. I'll
shirt
text
today.
it to you
Please
for
do.
proof. Yes,
and
definitely.
not only that, if you're out there and you want to wear red as well, you can take your own selfie picture or your group picture and the hashtag social media thing,
Okay,
Oh, yeah, the
everybody
hashtag.
does that.
Right.
It's Go Red, Wear Red. Now say that 3 times.
Hashtag Go Red, Wear Red.
Okay,
And
okay.
you can get your picture out there
Okay,
too on
post that
social media.
All right, so that's coming up this Friday, so we hope everybody will do that. Call attention
Yes.
to heart,
You better
heart
dust
health
off
and women's
those
health and all that.
shoes.
1 in 3 women die of cardiovascular disease, and that's too many.
Okay,
So
wow.
we really
It is-
need to
it's
put
way
that
too many.
out there,
It's been a
get some
change in
more
stats
information.
too, last few years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lifestyle
has.
changes, and it's showing up there. Now that leads us into March, and you got a big event coming up in
We
March.
do,
Okay.
and that's the one that I'm chairing is the Go
Okay.
Red for Women event. It's on March the 21st, and that's a Thursday night. It'll be right here at the Carl Perkins Civic Center, and starts at 6 o'clock. And we're still looking for table sponsors. So if anybody would like to be involved that has not been involved, it's a wonderful night.
It's so much
Cassandra can
fun.
tell you, she
That's
was
right.
there last year and
Okay.
did our MCing last year, and it was a wonderful night. We have a fashion show from Macy's, and we have
Great food.
wonderful food. The decorations are always over the top. This year we're doing kind of a disco theme.
Oh,
so,
I have to be
you know,
there.
You
That's
gotta
my
be there for
favorite.
that. We
I
have
love
fun.
it. I love it. And you have to wear red. Well, you don't have to
well,
wear
you don't
red,
have to,
but I mean, you
most
know,
everybody
it's
does.
the neatest thing to stand up on the stage as MC last year to
Yes.
see all that red out in the
A
audience. It was
sea
just
of red.
It was
It
just
is
amazing.
wonderful,
And
yeah.
it's good to see.
Now you missed the disco thing, didn't you? You were too young.
I did, but I love it.
Oh, I see.
You didn't notice the disco ball in my
I didn't
office,
miss it,
and
but you know, I've always
I should
loved
have-
it.
I
And
should
we're
have
going to have a
been in
disco
that
ball.
period
we
because-
will have a disco ball. I'll tell you
That's
that much.
awesome.
So yes.
So what about ticket sales then? Have
Ticket
they started-
sales,
Have those started as well?
They
Or
have
just-
started,
okay.
yes. And
So how do people find out about
Christy Futrell, who was going to be here today, but she had a conflict. So we kind of do this out of Jackson with just Christy. Christy is the only person. So
Okay, wow.
if you'd like to find out more about that, you can contact Christy or you can contact me.
Okay.
I don't have her number right here in front of me, but you can always contact
And it's
me
Go Red. What is this?
at Leaders Credit Union.
What is what?
Is there a site or Facebook for Go Red?
There is.
Okay, so
and
just check, you can just Google
It's
that
on
and find
Facebook, and also there is a website if you want more information. It's goredforwomen.org. I'm reading my notes down
Okay,
here.
yeah.
I told her I had my cheat sheet.
That's quite all right. We all have to have
we
cheat
all
sheets.
have to have them. So
That's exactly right.
yes, if you want to contact me, call me 664-1784 is our work number, and you can just call and ask for Rita
And you're
Mack.
asking for table sponsors now. Are there individual tickets too, Rita? Do
You can
know?
get individual tickets are $100 each, and
Okay.
so if you aren't a corporate sponsor, then you can still get in the door.
So get in the door then, right? But your corporate sponsorship would be helpful.
It would be
That's
very
right.
helpful.
Yeah,
We
right.
are still, I got to beat, John Ewing was the chair last
it's
year.
all right, okay.
And I have to beat his record.
okay.
So, I'm still working on that.
So that will be
need
March
sponsors.
21st. Rita needs your money.
I need your money and your presence. We want you to be
That's
there.
right. Your money and your presence.
March 21st.
And I forgot to say, Scott and myself and Steve Short, we're going to do a little music that
it's all
night
right
too.
that night.
So
Okay,
a little
very nice.
extra
Entertainment?
little
All right.
entertainment that night.
Who's the
from
MC
us.
this year?
That's
Not
a good
to-
question.
Not to put you on the spot,
Don't put
but
me
I'm
on the
just curious.
spot. I don't remember. I think maybe Christy.
Okay.
Okay, Chrissy Turnbull.
Turnbull. I
Okay.
think.
All right, well, that's
she
coming on the
changes it
21st.
every year, so
Yes.
I got.
Yeah, you gotta keep up,
That.
yeah.
We're going to talk to Rita about the work that she and Scott and Steve Short are doing, by the way, later in this show. We're
But
going
don't
to
forget,
have
this Friday, February 1st, wear your
February 1st,
red.
wear red.
Snap a picture.
Snap it.
Put it on social media.
Please do.
Hashtag go red. Wear red. I wanted to make sure I got
Don't
that right.
say that too fast.
not interrupt this Heart Love Fest here, but Scott Might is at the main stage, and we're going right there right now, Scott.
Okay.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're only saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're only saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hey guys, how are you today?
Good.
I'm here to talk about how with technology you can make amazing worlds. Come with me. My team and I bring the Halo world to life.
Is that you?
That is me. I wasn't a math genius and I knew nothing about coding. But you guys do. You guys have the power to change things.
I want your job.
I want you to have my job.
The process is called lining. Instead of replacing sewer pipe, you line it. The lining seals the pipe, covering any leakage points. This recent lining of the 54-inch River Interceptor line cost over $900,000, but that's much less expensive than replacement, and it extended the life of the key line that transfers sewage from several lines to the wastewater treatment plant on Miller Drive. Protecting community health and doing it efficiently is all a part of JEA today.
Renew Biomedical also uses the same great JEA broadband service as well as the JEA telephone service to make sure our service customers get the support and service they need, both via phone, email, and teleconferencing. We ship service loaners, and it's imperative that we keep in contact with our service customers and get them the feedback they need. And the only way to do that is with a reliable internet and telephone connection.
Certainly appreciate Scott Myatt being with us.
That's
We'll
right.
talk to him in the next
He
segment.
always has this way of just this calming voice. We're just after the show, after he's been on, we're like, oh, that's so nice.
Very,
Such
very
beautiful
nice.
music.
Very talented man. We
He is
appreciate him
very
being
talented.
here. Speaking of talented folks, we're delighted to have Danny Beth Moffitt with us and Trey Lytle with us, and they are part of the cast of Bye Bye Birdie, which is the theatrical presentation that's coming up in February, presented by the theater department at Trinity
this
Christian
week.
Academy.
It's
And,
next week.
Next week.
Next week.
Right.
That's right.
Next week.
I'm rushing it.
They want to get through a few more dress rehearsals.
That's right.
You wanna get it?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, February 7th, 8th, and 9th. So Thursday, Friday, it's at 7 p.m. And then Saturday, it's at 2 p.m. matinee.
Matinee.
And we get tickets, and the presentation is Trinity Christian Academies, but it's actually being done at the NED, right?
Yes. Yes.
So we can get tickets at the NED, and we get tickets at the school. Yeah, cool.
All right. So tell us about this production here.
Well, it first premiered on Broadway in 1960, and it's a satire comedy based on Elvis Presley.
Yeah, and Albert Peterson is the head of the Almaloo Music Corporation, and he learns that Conrad Birdie, his star, is going into the Army. And so Rosie comes up with this plan to make a hit song called One Last Kiss, where he's going to sing it. He's going to choose a girl at random to give him one last kiss before he goes away to the Army. And it obviously doesn't go as planned, but you'll have to come to the show to figure out what happens.
You can't give away the farm,
Yeah,
right?
can't give away that.
So who's your character?
I'm Albert Peterson,
Okay.
and he's basically like a mama's boy. He lets his mom make all the decisions for him, and she's especially not happy that like I'm dating Rose Alvarez.
And is this Rose?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is Rose.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's very anxious and he's very indecisive, but as the play progresses, he starts to like make his own decisions.
Well, how does Rose feel about Mama?
Well, she is not a fan. She is,
As we would imagine.
Yeah, she's a feisty young lady who is not afraid to tell people how she feels because she definitely knows her worth and her value. So she's very strong.
Okay. All right, so good. How many people are in this cast now?
More than 50.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa.
Big cast.
It's a big cast. A lot of singing, dancing.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah,
so
a
much
lot.
fun. Yeah.
Costume changes.
Yes. It's kind of scary.
Now, is this a first for both of you? Either one of you? A first
no.
performance?
Oh, no, definitely not.
It's not your first rodeo then.
Started in 5th grade.
Oh,
Yeah.
no big deal then.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
What attracted you to the theater?
Well, I just love the community feel of it. I love like being able to hang out with my friends, but also like getting a big performance together, you know, like and making it really well. making it
What
very
year are
excellent.
you in school?
I'm a senior right now.
And you're?
I'm a sophomore.
Okay, so you still got time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gone.
About out the door, isn't it?
So what about you as far as getting into theater?
I think it was like my parents. They tried to expose me to sports and lots of different activities. So one of those was theater and choir, and it just really clicked. And I found out that God really blessed me with talents, and I decided to pursue that.
Okay.
Well, good for you. That's awesome.
Did y'all read specifically for these roles or just?
Oh no, we all tried out together,
together,
and then
and
yeah,
then
they just
started
casted us.
signing
We had callbacks, and we got to read for different
Yeah.
leads.
Okay. All right. So it went well. That's kind of an intimidating thing, isn't it?
Definitely.
It would be for me.
It's like,
Yeah.
you know, just never wanted to do that. It's like, excuse me, no. That's great. So a cast of 50.
50 plus.
We're talking about the presentation by Trinity Christian Theater of Bye Bye Birdie. It will be at the NED, and it will be next week, and it will be February the 7th, 8th, and 9th. The performances, the 7th and 8th, that Thursday and Friday, are at 7, And then there will be a Saturday matinee at 2.
At 2.
And we've been told if you want to hang out that night, you can help them clean everything
That's
up and
right.
move it out.
Yes. They won't mind. They won't mind one
We won't mind at all.
Have y'all begun rehearsing at the Ned yet, or will that not happen until next week?
No. We move in on Friday, and then we'll have rehearsals after that.
Okay.
So is there a lot of set changes with everything?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
So lots of
Enough stuff to keep
Yeah.
you busy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it covers what time period? Now? He gets drafted in the Army. So
Yeah,
what-
it's the 1950s,
Yeah.
so like World War II.
So it's exactly like Elvis's life was, sort of. Yeah. Kind of.
Interesting.
With everybody involved. Well, that sounds exciting.
It does sound
Yeah.
exciting.
I'm excited.
Are you thinking about pursuing theater, or?
No, sir. I'm probably going to do pre-med in college,
Okay, all right.
but I'll definitely keep singing.
Okay, it's a great experience for everything you
That's
do.
right.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
It sure is. What about you?
I hope so. I
Okay.
do.
All right. Well, great. Well, Danny Beth Moffitt with us and Trey Lytle with us, and so Trey Lytle
Trey.
with us, and they are part of the cast of Bye Bye Birdie, and so there are 50 or so folks in there. So big salute to everybody. Who's your director on this?
It's Carla Nichols.
Okay.
Carla Nichols.
All right. So to Miss Nichols, our thanks.
We salute Miss Nichols.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
you being with us. We're going to be right back. When we come back, we will talk to our star of the day, Scott
That's right,
Mines, going to
Scott
be with
Mines.
us. And we'll
Rita
also
will be
talk
with
to
him.
Rita
We'll talk a
Mack,
little
and
bit.
we'll talk about the music work they're doing, the music scene now in Jackson, Tennessee, as we continue this 13th anniversary show of Six in the City.
Throughout its history, Jackson, Tennessee has been a leader in manufacturing, education, transportation, utility service, and more. But the key to Jackson's future, full gig fiber to the home infrastructure, E-Plus broadband. Innovative applications, fastest connectivity, revolutionizing everything. JA's fiber network offers Jackson unlimited capacity for any future bandwidth demands. Connectivity, heavy internet usage, the best reliability. Jackson, Tennessee, not just a gig city, an innovation city.
Stop and think about your health. Don't smoke. If you do, quit. Eat healthy. Make small changes in your diet that can impact your health. Be more active. Start in small ways and keep going. And know your numbers. Your blood pressure and your cholesterol are important to your health. Friends of Heart ask you be a friend of your own heart.
Jackson's first private utility was the Citizens Gas Light Company. The company organized June 28, 1871 to bring streetlights to Jackson. The system used coal or coke burned in ovens to generate gas distributed through wood pipes to streetlights ignited by lamplighters at dusk. From there, the service expanded to home lighting. We didn't know it then, but we were on the way to JEA today.
Scott Knight is our featured performer today, and he is with us, and Rita Mack with us, and they work with Steve Short in a group called Different Drum.
It's a new group.
Different drum.
Different drum.
One drum.
One drum. Different drum. Okay.
And you are the one drum.
I am the one drummer, yes.
Got those two. Of course, Steve's done a lot of work on keyboards, and Scott is very talented on the guitar, and his work is showcased here. When did you start playing music?
Me?
Yeah.
Thank you for putting me first.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I started playing the ukulele when I was 8 or 9 and switched to the guitar because girls seem to like that better.
It was about the girls, huh?
And started about age 11 playing the guitar.
Why ukulele? Someone did give you one, or
Someone gave me one, and it's a real great starter
Yeah, it
instrument
is.
for the
Yeah,
guitar.
guitar, yeah,
Same
sure.
shapes that
Yeah.
you play, and so.
He's going to teach me how to play it one day.
Oh, yeah, very good.
I thought you
Probably
knew how to
already
play
knows.
ukulele.
I
I've
don't know how
seen.
to play the ukulele.
You've played
I played
auto
the
harp or
mandolin.
something?
That's-
Mandolin.
Mandolin, that's it.
Okay, some with us, because you were with us.
But you can't play the mandolin and the drum at the same time,
you
so
cannot do
I
that.
just play the
Well,
drum.
you
in
know,
this
sometimes they're pretty talented, so you got
started-
two
you came-
hands.
I'm
Did you
not.
come from a musical family? You were in a musical
I
family.
did. My dad and mom both were musicians.
What about you, Scott? Did you come from a musical family?
My mom could sing. But I wouldn't say just really musical, but my mom could sing, and my sister helped me a lot too.
One thing, we have, we have the Jackson Area Music Society. Now we have efforts underway, the Tennessee Music Awards and other things to try to create a music family, community, whatever here. It seems to be, I mean, that there are venues now that, and we went through that disco phase, this youngster missed it over here.
And I missed it.
You know, no one wanted a live band. It was disco and dancing and all this stuff and everything. So it's kind of been a climb back, but there are some venues now, and you do a lot of private work, and a lot of things going on.
Lots of venues, and the Jams group, I don't know where they get all the information, but they post a lengthy post, and you can hear about who's playing. So many people playing.
Thursday,
but
Friday,
they're very
Saturday
good
night,
about asking you to please tell us, even if you're not a member, where you're playing, and it's all over
I try to read
Facebook.
those on radio every Friday just to highlight, you know, where
Right.
people can go and hear live entertainment, because it's such an important thing, and just it's quite a community here.
Well, just to bring exposure to the fact that there's so many talented people here.
Well, there are.
Promote the live music in town. It's really wonderful.
Y'all do a lot of work, I know, at the Bistro,
The
which
Bistro,
is
that's
good
right.
setting
This
for
Friday.
y'all.
In
In fact, y'all
fact,
work
we're
this
playing
Friday.
Friday night.
Friday.
7:30.
7:30 to 10.
How did y'all get together with
7:30 to
Steve
10.
Short and all this? How did that happen?
It's all Steve's fault. Yeah, we can blame him.
He's
I
not
know
here
how
to
I got
defend
together
himself.
with her. I was playing a gig at the distillery one night, and Rita showed up and sits by me, and my daddy told me anything that looked like this that sits by you, you just move over.
Just go.
And
Right on
she
in.
just said, she said, I'll sing along with you. And I said, you did.
guess I
It was
did.
wonderful. And so,
The truth be told,
Some people don't have to be invited. You know, most of us have to be invited somewhere. Rita
That's
just
right.
shows up and says,
Start singing.
hand me a microphone, excuse me.
well, she's, as you know, wonderful, wonderful voice, multi-talented.
Well, we're gonna talk to Janet. We're gonna see if we can get on here sometime in the future. In
And
your
Steve-
14th year.
In our 14th, that's right.
And Stephen, well, it's just wonderful. Now, you recorded a CD at one time, because I have one.
I
But-
did.
but you-
I did.
you don't
I
make
haven't
a-
run off a new batch
Okay,
lately.
but you do all covers. You haven't tried to be a songwriter.
Right. In my mind, when I grow up, I'd like to be a songwriter.
Okay.
But it hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
I've helped other people write things.
Okay.
I'm afraid I'll write something stupid. You know?
Well, sometimes you have to be embarrassed, you know, if you do anything new. You know, you have to be embarrassed.
Outside the box. And just thanks again for this cake for us. We appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, we're
Yeah.
glad to have you. Glad to have you here. But y'all there will be at Dumplings on 7th on Friday. Dumplings, and they're just not dumplings,
No,
bistro.
Bistro.
You're thinking about lunch, aren't you?
Yeah, I was
I
going to say,
was
where did dumplings come in from?
I don't know.
You must be
Sounds good.
hungry.
Yeah, I got
I
hungry
bet
out there.
that's what it is. You're
Somewhere
hungry.
across between that and the distillery.
That's
And so,
right. But you are at the.
Yeah, and Scott's going to get ready to go.
We're going to make him go perform, and
That's all
I'm
right.
just
He's
going to
gonna
sit here
get up and
until
go-
he gets ready.
Get up and go sing. And so the bistro, which
Bistro
is
behind
actually
Flatiron.
behind Flatiron, right? And then come in
Friday
the
night,
come in the back door
7:30.
and enjoy some live music. And it's not like full band, so it's kind
No.
of
Three-piece this time.
three-piece, yeah. So it's
And I'll be there
enjoyable
Saturday
music.
night with Steve and Joe Wallace. So
Oh, is that right?
I'll be there both nights.
Okay, so
Steve
be
and I.
back at the bistro.
Yeah,
Okay,
Scott,
let's go.
Scott's got something else Saturday night, but we'll be there Friday.
Who picks the music when y'all work together?
We all do, really. It just depends on the crowd and what
Okay,
they'd like to hear.
okay.
So
We
you-
take requests if we know them. We'll try to do them. Sometimes we do them if we don't even know them. But
So it's
you know.
kind of you go in kind of off the cuff.
Kinda,
You have
somewhat.
a
We
you have a bank of
list,
your music,
you
but
kinda
with the crowd.
pick as you
pick
go.
and choose based
Well,
on the
look,
crowds. How have the
Appreciate you
crowds
very
been?
much. Appreciate you sharing the time
Thank you.
with
Thanks
us.
for letting us
We
come on and
appreciate
talk
it.
about
Look
it.
forward
Well,
to
we're
seeing
talking
you
about
at the
this guy.
bistro.
We're going back to the main stage. You'll hear him at the Bistro Friday night at 7:30 this week, and that'll be February the 2nd. No, February the 1st.
First.
February the 1st. That's right.
And
New
you know,
Month
you can
Friday.
still have your red on too.
Yes,
That's right.
it's wear
so
red
just-
day.
This is Scott Myatt. Scott.
Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the world. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where his feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light Eden saw play. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's recreation of the new day. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the word.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
In communities across Tennessee, we feel the effects of opioid addiction. We all know someone touched by addiction. People we see every day. A neighbor, a friend, a family member. Please know there is help and hope. Together we can rise above and make recovery a reality. Neighbors working together. Tennessee together. If you or someone you love needs help for addiction, help is available. Visit tntogether.com for more information.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. This is our 13th anniversary show. We're starting our 14th year, and I was talking about Nikki. We've had many guests on this show, many different times. One of those was Nikki Cruz, the evangelist, who was the Cross the Switchblade guy. And these youngsters are on the set with me now. Have no earthly idea who that is.
We didn't. And I'm glad it wasn't just me. So we're in a group together.
Ted Austin is joining us, and Ted is our supervisor and boss at the Jackson Energy Authority, and he oversees all of this that we do. And he's over customer service and marketing. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
It's good to have you with. Appreciate you taking time to sit in with us on this celebration.
Well, I appreciate the invitation, but I wanted to see if I can get a word in edgewise with Steve. I wanted to say on behalf.
Maybe if I do this, you might get.
I totally understand. And before I lose my voice, I wanted to say on behalf of Jim Farrell, on behalf of Ben Lovings, and on behalf of all the senior management team, and every employee at Jackson Energy Authority, thank you all for what you've done over these last 13 years. I remember I'm not so much of a youngster, but I remember when we first got into this business, and it was a concept. And I remember us doing it because we felt like our customers trusted us to do it right. And we're so fortunate to witness it 13 years later. It's been done extremely well. I sat in the audience and I watched everybody from Cherie talk about the importance of blood and the gift of life. And then I get to watch the kids with so much talent from Trinity. What other opportunities do civic groups or organizations get to come on a show for 1 hour and talk about a what, a why, a when, and where? Nowhere else.
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
For free.
For free, okay.
As a community
it's,
service.
It's
so.
a great opportunity for us to be a great community partner, and so we take it seriously. So thank you all for what you do. And I know I'm going to name names, and I'm going to leave somebody out, so I'm going to start in the back behind the curtain. I want to thank Thomas and Tom and Terry. Well, Terry is right there. But Carrie, but also the quarterback, Miss Janet, for what she does. But also the dynamic duo, Cassandra and Steve. Thank you all for what you do every day, because the atmosphere here is like a family. Now, a number of these folks come here and you know their names, you know their backgrounds, you know their history. And so that makes a world of difference. Thank you all for what you do.
Well, thank you for giving us this opportunity. I mean, I never thought, when I didn't join until 2010, like we were saying, and I never thought I'd be here sitting 9 years later next to this guy. But it's been a pleasure working with him, and I hope we have many, many more years together, because it's been
a good thing. Well,
it has been a good thing.
Going back to the origination of telecom here, and it was a recognition by the leadership of the Jackson Energy Authority at that time that this city needed broadband service.
That's right.
It was going to be an absolute essential for our commerce and industry and everything else to have this. Nobody was going to build it for us.
That's right.
Told us we weren't going to need it. We were a small city. And they took great risk to put this system in. And,
That's right.
And it has paid dividends beyond, and with the medical community and everybody else, and it's just an amazing thing. I talk about all the time that, you know, we have companies out there that talk about broadband is 10 down, 1 up in speed, or 25-3. We got 1,000 up, 1,000 down, and more if you need it. That's the beginning, not the end.
Exactly.
It's an amazing investment that was made.
It really is.
That's right. It was built for the future, making it available to everyone.
Everybody. It's available everywhere in this city. And you go to many cities that are struggling to get fiber. If they have it in pocket areas.
Right.
Exactly.
Upper income areas usually are libraries or centers of commerce. And everybody's got access to this if they need it.
You're exactly right.
It's a real pleasure to be here and to be able to do this.
Is.
Appreciate your kind words.
Well,
Yes, sir.
appreciate you all. It was all the truth, and I appreciate being a part of it.
Talking about, I think it was Roy Heatherly, when he was here with the Jackson Sun, he said, I think what y'all have got, he said, I think one of these days, all these people come through that perform and entertain are going to be like people that were on the Toonie Show when they were kids. That's going to be a point. I was on Six in the City. I could play my guitar when I was 10 or 11.
Steve, you're exactly right. One of the things that I asked Janet for, and she shared with me, is that we had over 580 entertainers to come before us. Now,
That's funny, because I was just talking to him about that over the commercial break, and I'm like, so many entertainers, and he remembers all of them.
And you talk about folks like Scott. Yeah. I mean, I sit back there and I can get off my blood pressure medicine.
I know, right?
Brian Moffitt's big time now.
And Brandon Lay. Look at Brandon Lay.
Yes.
He, we
had,
had,
it all started
when we first started out, he was on our show.
And of course, we had one day when we had W.S. Holland, Carl Mann, and Rayburn Anthony, and Gator Reynolds on with us, and it was just
a lot of great entertainers have graced
That's a rich community.
It's a rich
community.
I mean, if anyone wants to wonder about the social service, community service heart here in Jackson, just come to the show on Tuesdays. Or if you want to know about the skill sets, about people with talent.
We've talked about people, like Joe McKinney, who was just on with us recently with a dialogue, and then Floyd Beard. I didn't know Floyd Beard did gospel with us here, and then turns out he was a recording artist in the 1960s out of Louisiana on a record label now.
And who would have ever known?
Right, it's just fantastic stuff.
Exactly right.
It's great.
Appreciate you very much.
Yes, sir. We do appreciate you giving us this opportunity to do this.
We appreciate all the folks that have been a part of this show these 13 years and that have watched this show and that continue to and make it possible. So why don't we do it? We'll be back and wrap this up as we continue our 13th anniversary show of Six in the City.
Throughout its history, Jackson, Tennessee has been a leader in manufacturing, education, transportation, utility service, and more. But the key to Jackson's future, full gig fiber to the home infrastructure, E+ broadband. Innovative applications, fastest connectivity, revolutionizing everything. JA's fiber network offers Jackson unlimited capacity for any future bandwidth demands. Connectivity, heavy internet usage, the best reliability. Jackson, Tennessee, not just a gig city, an innovation city.
Hi, I'm Katie Davis, Miss Tennessee. Our state's opioid crisis is personal for me. I lost my father to addiction. How can you prevent tragedy in your home? Count it, lock it, drop it. Count the medications in your home every 2 weeks. Lock up your medicine and get rid of the pills you aren't using. There's a secure drop-off location near you. Learn more about Count It, Lock It, Drop It at tntogether.com.
Propane, 95% generated in the U.S., is a gas that works anywhere. Central tanks for fleets, vehicles, portable tanks for forklifts, lawnmowers, the fuel you can take anywhere. Even backup generation runs off propane. Household appliances, outdoor features. To find out more about affordable, clean, versatile propane, contact JEA's ProGas, 422-7500, the alternative fuel that makes sense. Propane, part of JEA today.
To 6 in the City on this 13th anniversary show. I also think that Lauren Pritchard came in off the road.
Oh, that's right, Lolo. She did.
Lolo was here, and then we had a young lady out of Nashville that made it all the way to The Voice.
The Voice, yeah.
And so we just had a lot of people.
A lot of people have come and gone. Here we see it.
Yeah, here we are. Well, I also, Marquita Hunt was the original producer of this show, and then we've lost a couple of folks that worked with us. Anita Stiers, who's no longer in this life, and Myrna Dupree.
That's right.
That were part of
big time behind the curtain, behind the scenes kind of people, and we do miss them dearly.
It's been special. Well, it's been special working with you.
It has. I forgot my confetti and all and balloons and all that stuff.
Took me a month to get that stuff off last time. Pam started fussing at me. Said you're littering stuff all over the house.
That's
I said, well,
right.
I can't help it.
That's right. It's been fun. We've met so many different people, so many talented people. And learned about so many things going on in this community. So if anybody ever says there's nothing going on, that is not true.
It's been a pleasure working with this guy. We are delighted to have him with us, and we're going to let him close out this special 13th edition. This is Scott Might, and thank y'all for being with us.
Thank you. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountain, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home, country roads. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home, country roads. I hear a voice in the morning hour, she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home,
country road.